Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan. And I think if this video shows anything, it is that sometimes being there is the best thing you can do, and you can still do well out of it. Now, we're bottom tier on this game. It's a tier 10 battle, and it's reasonably strong tier 10. I felt actually a bit despairing when this battle started, I remember, because I thinking I had a lot of tier 10 battles where I was in the tier 8, the Tiger 2. Bottom tier on a tier 10 battle, and I had a lot of battles where the internet wasn't great either. Some of the movement is a bit jerky. You'll notice it, and you'll notice the green bars flicker up and down a bit, which makes it a bit more difficult because you tend to overdrive corners. You go out further than you intend to, and you tend to miss a lot of shots because there's usually a slight delay. Noticeable, but very, very slight between when you pull the trigger and when the round leaves the barrel. So a barrel, if you're moving the gun, where the round leaves the barrel isn't necessarily where the barrel was pointing at the time you pull the trigger, and where the if you wait, you have to wait slightly longer than the maybe an extra second on the aim time, if you really want to be sure that hit. Now, I was initially planning to go west, and I thought there's enough tanks going west. There's enough tanks going east. There aren't enough tanks in the middle, and there were some light tanks pushing in the middle, but I feel that light tanks, they need a bit of support. They need something, a bit of weight behind them. Now, I would see my job at this point with a heavy tank is just mostly to be here. To be kind of an intimidation, let the enemy kind of know you're there without them giving a shot at you. Didn't really, that was more of a hope shot at the VK101P, but I wasn't going to sit around and aim. Artillery's in play. I'm far back enough from the houses for artillery to actually hit me quite comfortably. You know, you take the shot, like when I pulled the trigger there, the thing was yellow, but orange, but I didn't really expect to get the hit in either. It is, however, reasonably evident that the enemy aren't actually pushing the village in any great strength. It's something that's going on, happens a lot lately. 6-7 months ago, people were trying to push the village a lot more, and I think the village is key to this map. And if you control the village, then you can lose a flank and recover, because people firing out of the village, if they control the village and have cleared everything that was threatening them before the flank goes down, they can actually shoot the people leaving either of the flank positions, whether it's the western position to the north or to the south, or the town to the north or the south. You have to get out across open ground where you can be shot at by tanks that are under cover, if not hidden, in the village. I do feel, however, that the situation in the town would benefit from my intervention, because even just by being there, being in a position, you're creating a crossfire situation, and you're forcing people to look over their shoulder and nothing else, which makes them more vulnerable to the other tanks they're dealing with. Provided your allies take advantage of the situation. Sometimes it doesn't always work out, but there's already a heavy tank coming down with me, and with the two of us we can easily take the Nomad. Now, I could probably have taken the Nomad on my own, provided I didn't let him hit me too often. But he's taken a bit of damage there from the 50B, and we finish him off without suffering too badly. He's hit me both times, so it's been an exchange. But with the additional tank in there, it was worth it, and we have cleared this side now. There is not a lot of threat on my right. There's one tank in there, but he's, you know, a good bit away, and we come around here, and this is where you see people making the mistakes now. We've come around, we're on the flanks of these guys, and the T-54 completely screws it up. He comes out thinking he'd nail me, or maybe nail me and the 50B. I'm not too sure what it was that he was thinking, but he definitely was coming out very aggressively, and he got tracked because he forgot about the people down the street. And when he got tracked, both myself and the 50B and people down the street were all able to put rounds into him. So he did get to pull back, but he was dead before he got to get away. He'd been better off waiting for us to come around, and that would have bought some time for the rest of his team. Now, and I don't think it would have made a difference to the game. We've put a round into the Conqueror gun carriage there, and we've switched to HE because we wanted to finish him off. Took a massive hit there from the VK101P. Conqueror gun carriage is dead, so I put the high explosives round into the light tank and caused a huge amount of damage, and now he's missed a shot. I'm not sure if he's shooting at me or not. And we finish him off with the HE, and that's it, game over. So I have 10 damaging ribbons, but a good few of them are actually fire damage. So they're not from the shots. But you can see here on the end screen that I got 6 penetrations, which isn't a whole lot. It's a modest enough amount. But it's enough, and there's 1,000 assisted damage, which again is modest enough, but it all adds up. And it got us a first class mastery. It also got us number 1 in the team. So I come number 1 but in the teams. The second one is a King Tiger, which is a Tiger 2 as well, which is number 2 by experience. And then you get into the tier 10 tanks, and the part of the thing here is, of course, that most of the stuff that I shot at is a tier 10. So I did assistance damage to lower tier tanks, but most of the stuff that I actually penetrated and did damage to were tier 9 and 10 tanks, and I did that because I was in a position to do so, and that enabled my team, and it reinforced, and the whole thing became a bit of a parade at the end. But that's how you win games. You have to stay alive, be in the position to put the shots in, and if you put the shots into high tier tanks, you'll do very, very well. Staying alive to the very end, of course, is a key part of that calculus. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and a share. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now.